Man, I mean, this news is great because it's going to potentially fly under the radar. And might I remind everybody, there's no guarantee that we're looking at an early return for potentially one of the best offensive tackles, if not the best offensive tackle in football, who is set to probably be out 1, 2, maybe 3, possibly 4 weeks, as he is on the PUP now, but could be taken off the PUP list walking into the season. When a player is put on the PUP list in this time frame of the offseason, they just have to be taken off right before week 1, right when camp ends. And if they are taken off, then they don't have to miss any time, any guaranteed time. If a player is left on the PUP, then they have to miss the first 4 games of the year. And Tristan Wirfs is a potential candidate to go on the PUP. But we're looking at this report right here, and Todd Bowles ended up making this comment. He said, I can't tell you, when asked about whether Wirfs would be cleared for week 1. He said, Todd Bowles said, I just know he'll be ready sooner than later. I don't know if it's week 1. I don't know if it's week 2, week 3. He'll definitely put the work in, so I don't have a problem with that. This is pretty big, even though we don't know what can happen. The fact that it might be a possibility, and I said this when this happened, don't be surprised if this unfolds a little differently, that he misses 1 week or he's even ready for week 1. Now, plan as though he's going to be out. And in the fantasy world, again, this is gonna fly under the radar because this is not a concrete thing at all. This is an observant, Oscar right here, taking a look at this stuff. This is us doing our due diligence. This is us being on top of the situation because there's a lot of waves in the ocean of fantasy football. And we know how to ride those waves better than anybody so that we can get the most movement and distance out of every single move of those waves. This is one of those situations where we chew gum and walk at the same time, drafting him, taking advantage of the ADP, but also understanding that there is a potential trigger that could make this value that is Bucky losing his offensive lineman for maybe a month of football, scaring people down into the bottom of round 2. We know that drafting him at that territory gives us an extra win a league advantage that might be there, might not be there, but it's all baked in and there's no risk in knowing that we have that part of the situation on lock. The Fantasy Football Show, Bucky to the Moon Show, Take a Bucky Bath show begins right now.
Get buckied. 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 Oh, Bucky.
Yeah.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Now, Bowles also added this in the interview. He said, I would feel better if you told me that he put out a video on his Instagram of him jumping out of a pool on one leg. Bowles reference, kind of joking. If anybody hasn't seen that video of him jump, this is such a... it's like, this is before AI really kind of took hold. So we're pretty sure that this is... we're pretty sure that this one isn't AI, but this is crazy where he jumps out of a pool. This is Tristan right there doing work. Unbelievable. This guy, the athleticism. But this is the kind of guy that can't come back early. Now, I see some of you, I saw one from Vader. It's a very common response and a very, very, very logical one. There's nothing wrong with it that they won't rush him back. Of course they won't. Nobody's going to rush anybody back. They're going to try and keep a player healthy. But when a player is healthy and a player is as athletic as he is, you might have a totally different, situation than the average bear in terms of a return. Again, we kind of knew that this was a potential possibility, but we also, when it happened, we talked about it, that it didn't sound like a guarantee. This is a ways away. There's so much time for him to get ready and healthy that talking about PUP week 1 didn't make any sense. So the fantasy worlds are reacting as if he's going on the PUP but we knew that it didn't quite make a lot of sense to start connecting those dots this early. And the guarantee is that unless another setback happens, the guarantee is that he'd only miss 4 games. And the fantasy world's preparing for just that. The ADP's rising based on this. We are going to take that ADP, thank you very much. We're going to smash the late second round value that is now Bucky Irving. I don't think he falls into 3, but he's certainly not climbing to 2.1 anymore like he very well could have had this news not arisen a few weeks ago or a week ago. But 4 games isn't a lock. Being this far out, it's July 21. It's not a lock. He might not even go on PUP. And even if he didn't go on PUP but missed games, it might still be 1, 2, or 3. This is baked into the value, and Bucky's going to the moon. No, I'm sorry. No, not Mars, not Saturn, Jupiter.
To Jupiter.
Going to Jupiter. You're either on board or you're not. You're either getting us coffee mid-season or you're on this side of the fence, and we'll let you have a sip or a taste of it. But this is not a train that we're letting anyone on after August 1. Most every train that we're conducting here on the channel, the doors closed, no tickets are sold, no tickets are ripped any further past August 1. So get your seat now. And there's not even room in the front car. You got to go in the caboose, baby, because that's the only place that you can get on late on any of these trains. Let's see here. Dial into the phone line. Let's discuss this. The phone lines are open, and then we'll draft here in a minute.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
No ticket for the Bucky train. That's right, Scott. Scott, you lost your ticket to a lot of trains months and months ago. Months and months ago, young man. Dial in. The phone line should be open. I believe they are. I reset the line. Hopefully it's good to go. File on in. And, let's jump into a puppy. Everybody click the puppy button in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. How do I do it? 7, 6. You got to be prepared. 4. No, I'm sorry. 5, 4. I was jumping ahead. 3, 2, 1. Smash it. Get in. Do it live. Appreciate you. Use code Smitty. The link is in the live chat pinned. It's in the description of every video. Code Smitty gets it done. Hit this link right here. And if you're watching the replay, again, the link is in the description of the video. Jump in to the puppy. It looks like it filled already. If it's okay if it fills and you don't get in the exact draft I'm doing. The fact that you're drafting alongside, using the process, using all the things that we're talking about, that is a good thing. And sometimes it's even better to watch the show, draft alongside of it, but in another draft. There's nothing wrong with either. But don't fret if you're in a different draft. Let me see if I can find. It filled pretty quick. We had like 3 spots when I clicked it. All right. File on in. Phone lines are open. Do it live. Looks like your boy's going to get right around the... Oh, yeah. 5 pick. Nice. File in. Phone lines are open. Damn, this thing started already. These guys are drafting like maniacs. They're not even waiting. Bro, that was like 4 seconds. Let's go Jahmyr Gibbs here. I'm the one taking my time. Let's go Gibbs here. I like Gibbs here. Let's see what we get. Let's see if Bucky can fall. I don't know who's in this draft. There's probably 2 or 3 you from the show. There was, I think, 3 or 4 spots open when I clicked it. We'll see. If Bucky falls, if Bucky doesn't, that's fine. But I love going Jahmyr Gibbs wide receiver or Jahmyr Gibbs Bucky, then wide receiver in round 3. Dial into the phone line.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Brought to you by theattic.shop. Do it live. All right, here we go. Let me show you the best available right here. Whoa. Genty, Derrick Henry. So it looks like the 12 pick went Brian Thomas Jr. and AJ Brown. 11 has Nico and who probably, I would guess, this is a puppy too. I would guess Okay, Genty. I'm always guessing Genty, but Achan's a great pick. Achan's a fantastic pick. It looks like Henry, Drake, Lund. It's going to cut it close here. I don't know. This spot's pretty good sometimes, and at other times I just don't love it. I'm hoping this is wide receiver. Look, London. Imagine London fell. I don't think I've ever got London at the 20 pick or the 19. I don't think I ever have. That's the latest I've seen London fall in a while. 17's crazy. Lad McConkey usually goes. I highly doubt Lad's available. And then when he is, it's a tough call. Just because I believe he's got top around 3 value. Bucky's a smash for me here. Gibbs and Bucky. And then we'll go wide receiver. Love this start. Love it. Doing it live. Doing it live. All right, let me lower my mug here so you guys can see this turn here. See this turn happen. Just sit back, let it happen naturally. Don't overdraft. T. Higgins at 23 is ridiculously high. What's the earliest I'd take Neighbors? Right now, I suppose I consider it right there at 6 at the highest. Like, who would I have drafted if I wanted to go wide receiver? Not taking McCaffrey, not taking Barkley. I'd take some Barkley, but not a lot. Not taking... I mean, I could go Genty as high as 6 in that scenario, or Neighbors. If I was drafting right here, I could go BT as well, but I could go Neighbors right there. In fact, I probably would have drafted Neighbors if I was that guy right there at his pick. Garrett Wilson's the top available player. We don't have a wide receiver yet. You guys know I love, going Kyron here, but we need a wide receiver. Let's go Garrett. Let's take a guy that I believe could lead the league in receptions in 2025. I totally do. And we'll answer. I think you guys, let me close the phone line. I do have a missed call. So that means that it's not answering. Hold on. I quit it. Let me reopen it. Okay.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Sorry about that, my dude. I sometimes I got to restart it. I don't know until you call. And then when I see it go straight to a missed call, I know that I got to restart. What are we doing here? Garrett Wilson. I don't know what I'm going to grab at this 4th selection here. I would say, but I don't want to ruin it. I think we got a sniper in here. Who is the sniper? I think it might be that 3.11 draft slot, that 11 pick. I think we got a sniper there. And potentially, I think on the other side too. So I might be surrounded by friendly fire. Yeah, it's okay. Draft for your team. Don't worry about me. You guys are spending your hard-earned money. If you ever hear me say, "Oh, you sniped me," I'm never mad at you. This is your money. You're following this channel for a reason. It's flattering it in some context. Obviously, no one likes to be sniped, but it's not my job or your job to watch out for each other when we're joining a draft with money involved. I would have loved Hampton. So yeah, that is definitely a friendly fire down at 11. Hampton, Josh Allen, Genty, Nico. Nice job. All right. Might be time to reach here. I go with my go-to Travis Hunter here when I don't love any of the players available. Look at these guys. Some of you might like James Cook. Some of you might like DK. Some of you might like Devontae Smith, George Pickens. I'm fine. Chuba was a nice pick. I would have considered that if I didn't want to, all things being equal, go wide receiver. And then Hunter was just off the scroll. So about player 14. Don't mind reaching once in a draft like that. A big swing when you get the player you need. When you get the player you need to secure, up that potential void that your best... That's the thing. Best player available can treat you well the entire draft, and sometimes it can create a void, and you need to do something, semi-drastic to get it flowing and popping. Let's go Damn, I like Burrow a lot here. I'm gonna go Harvey. Gibbs, Bucky, Harvey, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter. Very Smitty-esque team. You know the deal. You know the thing. You know the guy. Doing it live. Doing it live. Man, I either broke my phone line or Jay or whatever your name was, you're not calling back, or I broke the phone line. Look at I got two of the Triple H and Associates.
In a jam, call HHH and Associates.
Triple H and Associates. Locations on Earth and Jupiter.
I love getting 3. We have drafted all 4 before. Man, what was that team? I want to go back and find that team again. Was it a Best Ball Mania? If Travis is watching, or if anybody that remembers is watching, was our quadruple H and Associate team, was that a Best Ball Mania? I think it was. I want to say it felt like it was a Best Ball Mania. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. We were really, really pumped about it. Let me see if I can find it real quickly. I'm almost on the clock. I don't want to time out. But completed drafts. Let me just go looking real quickly. I'll probably have to come back to it. Was it the pizza party? Gibbs, Bucky, Harvey. That's a good team, though. Damn. Jeez. It's almost the same team. Holy crap. Let me save that. That's almost the exact same team. the one I just set myself, I'll show it to you in a second. It's like almost the exact same team I'm drafting. Which isn't that crazy. That was a Best Ball Mania. This is a puppy, so even if they're the same exact team, just win cash money in both. But the team I just sent to myself is almost identical. I wonder how close it will be. Travis says did you label it? Yeah. I think it was a Best Ball Mania. All right, Burrow is still available here. I forget if the sniper's in. I don't know if the sniper's in. That's a timeout. That was a timeout on Burrow. It's BS, bro. A bunch of bull. Bunch of shiat, if you ask me. A bunch of shiat, if you ask me. Timeout on Burrow. Pay attention. Pay attention. You would have probably grabbed somebody else. Burrow would have fell to me. Pay attention. 3 great wide receivers. Let me see if I can get back to. I gotta act fast though. I'll wait till the next pick because I got a little bit longer stretch to go looking for the teams. The 4 horsemen. Yeah, we drafted the 4 horsemen on one team. Oh, it wasn't the 4 H's. You're right. It was the horsemen. Yes, thank you. Who said that? Some of you might have said that, not just one of you, and I didn't notice it. It wasn't the Triple H and Associates. We're trying to draft the 4 horsemen. These guys, Genty, Hampton, Hendy, Harvey. That's what it was. And I think it might have been a bunch of horses that we put in the description when I labeled it. So, man, this is a tough spot to be in because you guys know I love going Mahomey here. I just love it. And the fact that Laporte is still here, it makes it really tough. But I'm going to go Mahomes. Laporte is nice, but there are several tight ends I think that could even outscore Laporte this year that I'm going to have a shot at. So as much as I do love Laporte, I worry a lot about the Lions this year. I really do. I know it's not what Lions fans want to hear. I don't necessarily worry about Gibbs, though. I truly am not worried about Gibbs. Oh, here it is. This has got to be it. Genty. Yep, this is it. 4 horsemen. Do it live. Let me send it to my screen. Let's see if this hits the same way right now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time when we do something like this, and then we, even by myself, I go ahead and look at a team later that I drafted even like a month ago. And I like it, but sometimes I Can I ask Smitty when I call? Oh, yeah. Sometimes I like it, but then I'm shocked even a month later that I'm not blown away. All right, here we are. Hold on, let me just get my draft pulled back up. We're 9 picks away. Okay, so 4 horsemen. Mahomes, Penix Jr., Cam Ward, Genty, Hampton, Harvey, Henderson, Tootin, Brashard Smith, Rice, Hunter, Egbuka, Coleman, Jalen McMillan, Thornton, Likely, Otten, Fannin. That's good. The only thing is the nutsack kick to Rice, which, again, you look at it later, it doesn't matter. You look at it a month later, something's different. That's exactly what happened. Exactly what I predicted to happen. What happened. A little bit of a letdown. Just a small, itty-bitty letdown in that maybe Rice gets suspended. And that sucks. And we don't have Royals on this team or anything. But it's still great. This team is fantastic. I mean, Egbuka, Keon Coleman could step up. We got Egbuka with McMillan. Thornton's a breakout. But Rice, Hunter, Egbuka, Genty, Hampton, Harvey, Hendy as not even the flex. Harvey's the flex. And then Mahomes. It's a good team. It's a really good squad. But this team is pretty solid, I must say. And did Laporta even go yet? Yeah, he went at the end. I think that 12 drafter is one of our people. Kyron, BT. Maybe not Addison. I don't think anybody in my crew is going to draft Addison that high. What are you doing, bro? I'm torn on whether that's a sniper or friendly fire. But this team right here, this is very pizza party worthy. Gibbs, Bucky, Garrett, Travis Hunter, RJ Harvey, Deebo Samuel, Pat Mahomes on the clock. Kelsey. Yeah. We'll stick to the stack plan. Looking good. Very Smitty-like, this team. Very, very Smitty-like, I must say. Pizza party loading. That's right, Vader. Pizza party loading. Now, the problem with my next plan of attack is, A, I can't even speak it into existence or it's going to get taken from me. But I really want to try something. Oh, never mind. Bo Nix went. Is that the other guy? Jamar Chase Jacobs? Could be. Let's see here. So I got 3 receivers in Garrett Wilson, Hunter, and Deebo. I've got Jamar, Bucky, Harvey. My lineup is full, so I can go any direction I want. I do really, really like Trey Harris here. I love Evan Ingram here. I'm going to take the best player available. This might be my number 1 tight end, and I like the stack and the correlation that, all the things that come from the Mahomes and Kelsey situation, but give me Evan Ingram all day long as a top 5 breakout tight end. I wanted Bo Nix to go with it, but I don't know that I would even got it because I would have had to have gone Bo here and then expected Ingram to go down and back, and he probably wouldn't have. But this is the best player available. Scott says Deebo shouldn't go higher than round 2. This is where you ruin your credibility, Scott. You're embarrassing yourself. Deebo shouldn't go higher than round 12. You're embarrassing yourself. This is one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing with Scott, where you said something and you cling to it. You don't stay liquid or loose or go with the flow. Deebo is literally showing you he's in probably the best shape of his career, and you're letting the haters that have posted otherwise determine what you're doing with Deebo. Yeah, that's definitely a sniper because we got Trey Harris and Key. Yeah, It's all right, bro. Do your thing. You're okay. Debo shouldn't go higher than round 12. Scott, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm embarrassed. You're embarrassing me. I'm embarrassed for you. You're so embarrassing right now. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed right now. How are you making me embarrassed for myself when you're saying it? Debo looked like he was in the best shape of his life before last season too. Okay, my boy, keep hating. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing the process the way you're doing it. See how it serves you. Got to be careful, my boy. You got to be real careful about that. Where did Rice go? Because I really want to see Rice in this draft. Luther Burden's not bad. Marvin Mims isn't. God, I don't have. I guess I'm gonna go Hollywood here. Hollywood, Mahomes, Kelsey. Hollywood looks pretty good right now. He's been working out, posting some videos. He's running with the foot. What is it? The foot god or whatever it is. Same guy that Kyron was running with, and Hollywood looks pretty good. He looks in good shape, and the fact that Rice may or may not miss time, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's a pretty solid pick. But because I mentioned Marvin Mims, he's definitely going to get taken. He should fall based on ADP. If he gets taken before, it's because of the snipage. This is where you don't know what you're talking about, Scott, because I've already told you that what you're reading about Debo being overweight is wrong, and this is all you go to. You literally are just regurgitating. Like, Scott, I could tell you that Rashad Bateman's going to be an amazing player this year. You're going to go on somewhere else and start just repeating what I said. You're just repeating what you hear. I'll go Marvin Mims here. Unbelievable. Yeah, only 39 thumbs up, 130. One of you in the building, hit that thumb up button, please. Teams so far, let's review it. Pretty good. I like it. I like Mims a lot. I wish I would have got Bo Nix, though. That's the only thing I'm a little bit bummed about. But we got Gibbs, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, RJ Harvey, Debo Samuel, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Evan Ingram, Hollywood Brown, and then Hollywood Brown, then Marvin Mims. Yes, sir. Would you still take Rice in the third round? No, you don't need to. Where did he go in this draft? Because I was trying to say that earlier, is I really wanted Rice in this draft, and then I just kind of didn't even see him. He went at 34, okay, in the third round. Too early. I didn't think he'd make it back to me at late 4, though, but I'm not taking him. I mean, I could have took him at the Garrett Wilson pick, but it wouldn't have been smart with this build. You know, having him as my number 1 and then not having him in week 1 or week 2 or week 3 if it gets to that point. But I love him. Like a late third where you have 2 receivers, you take Rice and then you get, JSN or something. That would be pretty sweet. All right, I'm not going to risk it because I'm pretty sure I have at least 1 or 2 friendly fire friends over this way. So I can't wait on this one. We're going to take him now. Jaden Blue to the moon. League winner. League winner.
Let's go! Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy.
League winner. Hear that? It's me on my horse. You can't hear that because I gotta turn on the other mic. Okay, now you can hear it. It's gonna be an echo, but now you can at least hear it. I got a limiter on this mic, so you can't hear me whistle. You can't hear it, but you can hear this. That's me on my horse. Travis can't hear it because he has unfortunately the limiter on the phone line, and he doesn't get to hear both mics like you guys. Travis, you're live. What can I do for you?
Hey, what's up? I was going to ask you a question real quick for John in the chat. He's asking in a Superflex.
Thanks, Ralph.
Team, would you trade Keon Coleman and Zach Ertz for Jackson Dart?
Oh, hold on 1 second. I got to pick this pick. Dylan Sampson, Kyle Pitts. I don't think I'm going to go Cam Ward because I need another quarterback. I only have Mahomes. Okay, go ahead. Hit me with it. Let me write it down.
Yep.
Superflex, you said?
Superflex.
Okay.
Yep. He'd trade Keon Coleman and Zach Ertz for Jackson Dart. And just for context, he's pretty good at wide receiver. His neighbors, London Collins, Ibuka, Mims, Higgins, Elijah Moore.
I mean, I don't know. This team like makes both sides worse. It's like
I told him I don't like Dart as like an elite option.
Sure.
So
Smitty approve. It's kind of like somebody saying, "Hey, I was thinking about buying this penny stock. I was going to put about $3 into it." So, sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Wasted my marker, but Dart, I'd probably say in a super flex, just give me Dart, but I do feel kind of like we hard to say no to an extra quarterback. I mean, it's not like those options are going to kill you to get rid of either. So,
Right.
but that's
super
nice of
chat.
you to ask. Oh, super chat. Sam, thank you. Rank MHJ, JSN, McLaurin. In a redraft, I'll go MHJ, JSN, McLaurin. In a dynasty, I'll do the same. But I like McLaurin, and it's pretty close. It doesn't mean I'm disrespecting McLaurin or anything. It just, got to decide, right? And while McLaurin's value or situation's better on the surface level, there is something to JSN playing from behind, being the only wide receiver really. There's some good in that too. Whereas McLaurin's sharing with Debo now. Scott is brainwashed by whatever he's listening to at the moment because he thinks that Debo's over.
Well, Debo's a perfect guy for him to be scared of too.
Oh yeah, that scares Scott like crazy. He's scared of him. He's scared of the. Scott. You're scared of a lot of things, but yeah, Travis is right. That's a prototypical. Like I bet you wake up in the middle of the night having a bad dream. And, yeah, Debo. The Debonator is after me. The Debonizer. What are we doing here? I could draft. Man, it got brutal up in here. I guess I'm just gonna draft Kyle. I mean, I got 3 tight ends now. And they all have different bye weeks. 10, Ingram 12, Kelsey 10, Ingram 12, Kyle Pitts 5. My wide receivers are pretty well spread out. Garrett Wilson, Hunter, Debo, Hollywood, Marvin Mims. My running backs are all different bye weeks, so that's beautiful. I have Gibbs, Bucky, Harvey, Jaden Blue. It's phenomenal. And then I've got double quarterbacks by week 10, Mahomes and Ward. But I didn't want to get picky. I just drafted the best quarterback available, and honestly, we'll figure out something, like we normally do that's kind of putting the balls on the line on the table. But I'd rather do that, especially we're talking about, by week 10 is so far downstream. The Shador or Milrow maneuver is pretty solid because it gives you 10 weeks. I mean, does anybody think Darnold's staying in the lineup for 10 weeks? I don't. I think Milroe's going to turn mother freaking heads. I can't wait. I can't wait on that one. That is one that feels very like it sucks we can't bottle up the doubt, the feeling of the doubt behind. Hold on, let me just draft who's available here. I'm going to have to reach real quickly on this. I'm going to take Thornton. It's not really reach because there's only 3 more rounds left, but yeah, it's a good team. I wish we could bottle up the doubt, the feeling of doubt, because the amount of doubt behind JD5 was so crazy that you can't even like recapture the feeling because everyone's acting like JD5 is the best thing ever now. Or the same thing with Achan, or the same thing with Kyron. Kyron still gets it though. Same thing with so many other players. Jalen Milroe, I just there's gonna be a time where everybody just loves him, and it's gonna be kind of frustrating because right now he's probably the most hilarious take probably to most people is when you say Milroe could be a star. I'm like, he's not gonna even start any games like the guy on the live stream earlier. Mm-hmm. I mean, Milroe's so good.
I'd be curious to hear from Seahawks fans like what the narrative is over there, because I wonder if they even know what they have in him or if they're just happy with Darnold.
Hey Kruger, is there a narrative about Jalen Milroe starting for the Seahawks amongst the fan base in Seattle? Like, is there and don't just tell me, yeah, they're excited about him. Give me an exact divide, percentage guess of how many Seahawk fans are rooting for Jalen Milroe, like really soon to take over for Sam Darnold, or are they overwhelmingly excited about Sam Darnold? Hit me straight.
So it looks like Seahawks fans are kind of split. There's definitely some excitement about Jalen Milroe and his potential. A lot of fans are still backing Sam Darnold, especially after his performance last season. It seems that most fans don't expect Milroe to start right away. So it's kind of a mix of anticipation and patience.
Good. I like that. I'm glad. Doubt the man. Doubt him. I dare you.
Yep.
I dare you.
I'm still waiting for preseason. Like, he's going to break off some crazy play.
Yeah.
That's when the whispers will start.
Oh, man. Speak of the devil, I timed out, and I had him queued.
That works.
So, anybody watching, this moron took this guy. This guy wasn't even supposed to get drafted, and he reached for him in round 16. You know what's? I'm fine with it because the players that I want right here, they're nowhere near their ADPs anyway either. So the order of what I do right here means nothing. I'm either going to go Keaton Mitchell, who is his ADP is almost beyond being drafted to 11 to 12. So my next pick, I could go Keon Mitchell, but I'm not going to wait if I do it. Or I'm going to go Sean Tucker to cuff to my Bucky, but I don't think I should do that because, well, I got Gibbs, Bucky, Harvey, Jaden Blue. I'm going to go keep Mitchell. Yeah, I'll go keep Mitchell. So keep Mitchell, reaching on him. I reached on Jalen Milroe. I do need one more probably wide receiver or running back. What do you think? I got this is my wide receiver room. Bye week 9, 8, 12, 10, 12, 8. So during bye week 8, I got a 12, a 10, a 12, a 9. During bye week 12, I got an 8, a 10, an 8, a 9. So I'm good. I mean, I'm covered. But the receivers are Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Deebo Samuel, Hollywood Brown, Marvin Mims, Dante Thornton. My running back room, I've got Gibbs, Irving, Harvey, Blue, Mitchell. I probably should go wide receiver.
I think you can go either way, really. You're
Royals?
Covered pretty well.
Let's go Royals.
Yeah.
We got Hollywood already, so it makes sense.
Speaking of the Chiefs, someone in the chat was just asking, do you mind trading from Lamar down to Mahomes if you can get Breece Hall with
Sure.
Mahomes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of like the Hurts thing. So Lamar
Right.
down to Mahomes, which honestly, I don't even look at it as a, I mean, I would draft Lamar over Mahomes, but partly because of the value, and then I would do things like this. Strongly consider to say I'm happy with it, but if I can get this, Mahomes Hall all day long. Smash. Win a league move. Win a league move. Lamar could get hurt at any moment. At any moment.
Yeah, people forget, and also having a season like last year, Henry affected that a ton. Really took him up another level, having Henry in that offense.
Yeah.
So if Henry falters at all, he could take a half a step back or whatever.
Or Scott. Scott says, "Why are you so high on Milroe? He wasn't a Lamar in college. Was Kurt Warner a Lamar? Was Dak Prescott? Was I mean, it happens, Scott. I hate to
Lamar.
It happens.
Teams. There was a couple teams that
They
asked Lamar if he would be comfortable playing another position.
I know.
When
God
he was
doesn't know.
drafted. The narrative has changed so much.
It's like my 4-year-old coming up and saying something. He doesn't know better. Let's go Royals here. Imagine living that scared, though, where like you can't even look at what Milroe did and say this guy ran for, what was it, 780 yards or something like that, and 20 rushing touchdowns, and you're so scared you can't even see that. You're like he didn't throw for what I want. Well, it's because he was running. He was busy running the football.
He says he won the Heisman. So did Tebow and Johnny Manziel.
And Kurt Warner
Heisman only tells you so much.
Kurt Warner is one of the best to ever do it, Scott, and he didn't even get drafted, let alone when he did get signed by a team, he got cut again, and then thought it was all over.
And no one's hating on Lamar either. The chat is wild right now.
No, I mean, isn't the chatter, is it just Scott?
No, this is Dick. Still hating on Lamar.
No one's hating on Lamar. You think we're hating on Lamar because you don't know how to absorb information, Togo. When somebody's telling you that Milroe can be looked at because he's not Lamar, Lamar can get hurt at any moment. We're talking about the Mahomes thing. Hating on Mahomes is ridiculous. I mean, these are two very good players. Scott, don't worry about it. We'll handle it from here. This team's pretty good.
You got a super chat too.
Team's pretty good. Let's get into one more together. Puppy 2. They're going out of style real quickly. They're almost full. So go to the lobby. Puppy 2. Click on it. It's literally almost full. Click it right now. Puppy 2. Let's see. Let me close this bad boy. Refresh. Puppy 2, drafted from the 4 spot. God, the Puppy 2 is like literally at 99%, I think. It'll probably be done while we're on the stream. Let me see. Hold on one second. I'll read that super chat. Let me just pull up the draft. There we go. There we go. Who's in this draft? Who do I recognize? Thomas, I believe, at the last spot. TM42's in here. And then I recognize a couple of you, I think. So I think we got about 4 or 5 in here. All right, let me pull that back up. And then Matt with the super chat. Matt, appreciate you, my boy. Coming in strong with a $2 holla. First for Pearsall. Trade a 26 first for Pearsall. 1 QB start. Start 8. No, thank you. You don't even know if he's the number 1 on his team, and you can't even tell me he's the number 2 wide receiver on his team. Probably is, but you can't guarantee me that because Ayuk will be back, and Jennings could be the one. And you got Kittle. And you know what I mean? You just there's a lot of variables there, my boy. Hell no. I'm not saying I don't like Pearsall. He's already on did they put him on the PUP? I think they did. Lamb, Gibbs. Do I go Lamb or Gibbs in this community? Damn it. I'm going to go Gibbs. I'm going to go Gibbs.
Oh, TM42 is Sam Lopez.
What? Is he?
Yeah. I guess that's the YouTube thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would never know that was TM42 because it's always said TM42 until recently when they switched over the usernames. But yeah, okay, Sam, that's so funny when that stuff happens to me because how would I know? You know, Sam is TM42. That's crazy. I changed my username. I'm TM42. Appreciate you, bro.
Much like Niner Rick made a new name. He's with a family, faith, and something else now.
That's not a Rick? I would have never known that.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
What's up, Niner Rick? Niner Rick, you just getting into it? We haven't seen you in a while, bro. All right.
He's good to be back. So he must be just tuning in.
Oh, I was looking up Pearsall. Yeah, he got put on the PUP. Let's see here. Ricky Pear. Yeah, Ricky Pearsall placed in the PUP, just making sure he's still on it. Sometimes they take these guys off after like a day. Tweaked his hamstring on May 29th. Not good, bro. Not good. Not good at all. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. No, he's okay. I don't like it.
Chucky, tell him to wait a minute.
Woke up this sea.
All right. Bucky. Who's that? Is that TM? Who took Bucky? TM got London. God, London's been falling like clockwork to 17 and 18. That's crazy. Here's that situation where the running back isn't where I want him to be here. Not that the wide receiver is where I want the wide receiver to be either, though. So I'm going to have to go Brock Bowers here, which in a snipe environment, usually I'm not liking it, but I don't want to force anything. I don't want Lad McConkey here. I don't want T. Higgins here. Josh Jacobs. McBride is, I'd rather Bowers. I'm going to go Bowers here. We'll see how it all shakes out. I think I'll be okay. But not the best fall of players here in Snipe Zone. We've got Niner Mike. Niner Mike, Niner Rick. Niner Rick changed his name. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Smitty, Hollywood, or Kyle Williams in Dynasty full PPR. Kyle Williams if it's Dynasty. If it was redraft, you had Mahomes, it was best ball. I could go Hollywood. I could do it. But, bro, this is an easy call. Kyle Williams, you don't even know what he is. True. But you do know Hollywood is not going to be the number one or number two for his team pretty much ever. He'll be a spike week fill-in, might do really well in week 1 or 2 because of Rice, if Rice even misses time. But in Dynasty, it's not even close. Kyle Williams, he's got so much upside to be a sleeper. A sleeping.
I think because of the lack of talent that was there last year, guys like Williams and Hendy are going to be going right from the start.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it takes them a couple games to truly ramp up or something, but they're
good
focal point in offense right away.
Look at this. Good recovery here. Not recovery, but good placement. Good fall. Players fell. Gibbs, Bowers, Garrett Wilson.
Nice.
I got one of...
Someone was asking in redraft, would you take Wilson or, is it Wilson still?
Yeah, Dynasty or redraft, I go Wilson. I think Wilson could lead the league in receptions. I don't know that he will. I'm just saying he could. Top 5. Like anybody in the top 5 I could say he could lead the league in reception. By the way, tomorrow morning, ladies and gentlemen, this video drops. Wait. Let me see. Here it is. Tomorrow morning, this video drops. Running back sleepers. We're going to talk about not only these 3 guys, but 2 more. Win a league. Guys that get drafted like 140, 150, in the hundreds, really. So I think the earliest that the earliest anyone that I mentioned goes would be, let's see, 135. So everybody's between like 130 and 200 that I talk about. That video will drop in the morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 4:30 a.m. Pacific time per usual. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. Phone line's open if anybody wants to dial in. We may have somebody on hold that I forgot about. I think they hung up. Sorry. All right, we're heading over to my pick here. We're about 5 picks away. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Don't take Ted McMillan. Please. Please don't do it. Don't take Ted. Don't do it live. You could take him TM42. Damn it. He took Rice. I really wanted Rice in the 4th round. That would have been phenomenal. That would have been unreal. Hampton went in the 3rd round. You snipers, man. You guys are just out of your mind sniping. Jeez. I mean, and I don't like doing this every draft. I'm trying to show some diversity, for goodness sakes, but how do I do it when you guys leave me no players and I'm sitting here at either the very top of round 1 and everybody's gone. So I gotta reach. Braylon Allen or Isaac Garendo. Isaac Garendo by a country mile. You know what's crazy about this statement by Sam, a.k.a. TM42? Is I don't even know what side he's saying this on. Brees going end of round 3. Wow. I don't even know if that... I know Sam. I know TM42 is going to probably like Brees Hall because we like Brees Hall. But I'm just saying, like, if I saw that and it was a random person, I would have no clue what side they're saying wow on. That's how crazy his value is. We have no clue. Okay, I've been taking a lot of Harvey, and I'm reaching big time here if I take him. Well, not really, like 13, 14 players. Do I go Harvey or Walker? 5 seconds.
Harvey. No, it's just kind of instinctual. I don't mind either one.
Yeah, Rice is a good pick, TM. I'm not mad at you. If you weren't in the draft, I think he would have fallen to me, though. Rice, Garrett Wilson. Amazing.
The only drawback with K9, and I love him, is that you just have to make sure you get sharpened.
Yeah.
Like, he already tweaked his ankle in OTAs or whatever it was. So it's like, and I hate thinking that way because I love the guy. But
Do I have a lot of Harvey? You have a lot of Walker. I do have a lot of both. So at the end of the day, I don't recommend everybody oversaturate like I do because I'm willing to, and I'm not saying some of you don't have the ability to take ownership of your own decisions, but in general, my rule of thumb is to try to advise diversity and diversification of your fantasy football portfolio more so than not, because 20%, 30% of people watching will come back and say, I shouldn't have listened to you. I might F my life. You're the reason. And it's like, I'm willing to literally live and die by some calls, and I don't care. You know, we're still hitting so many great things, and overall, the channel is not taking an L. I'm saying, like, if I oversaturate Harvey I'm not even going to lose all my drafts, just the ones I've Harvey in, but I'm going to have, let's say 50% of my drafts have Harvey. Some of them might skate by because I ended up drafting the next Bucky later, and I'm just balling in that team anyway. But I'm willing to take my lumps on it because they're my decisions. Some people watching, I'm drafting for them apparently, and I'm not saying that from an egotistical perspective. I wish it was not the case. I wish some people would use my advice as a nudge over the fence, not have me take them from one side of the fence when they don't want to go to the other side and they let me put them over on the other side. Then they blame me when the one player that they do that with ends up getting hurt or something. Let's go. Damn it.
Scott is not going to sleep tonight. Still rambling on about Lamar and his Heisman.
I did. Look, I don't always try to cuff Monty and Gibbs, but I was going to time out. I had to do it. I sometimes talk against doing this move, but when it falls right, I don't mind it. I mean, especially with Monty being my third running back, he can serve that flex role fine, even with Gibbs doing well. Everybody thinks I hate Monty. I don't. I always am very careful to say, hey, you know, he has standalone value, but he has nothing to do with Gibbs being the running back one. Listen up. But having him as the third RB and cuffed to Gibbs is pretty solid in this build. So
I like it at the right ADP.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people force it.
So Gibbs, Brock Bowers, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, RJ Harvey, David Montgomery, Patty Mahomes. Doing it live. Not bad. Good team. Look at it. Was it Buka's ADP right there, or is that the work of a sniping agent? Game. Game? Is that early? I'm almost positive there was not an ADP update that had a Buka going that high, but maybe. Let me go look. 77 overall doesn't feel right. You thought you're going to slip that by without a comment, huh? Good. Maybe we were causing him to climb that high. Who knows? Where do you pick him? 77? 87? Not that far off. Yeah, that's okay. Wow, he's climbing, man. I think we're single-handedly moving him up at least one or two total spots, truly. Call that arrogant, call whatever you want. I don't care. I think we're doing it. But we're very well known in the industry, and people laugh at this. I love when some commenter comes in that's never watched the show, and they're like, "This guy thinks he's moving ADP, moron." We're very well known, for moving ADP. Like most of the time when people say it, they say it in a negative way. Like you morons are moving. Like we single-handedly moved CeeDee Lamb's ADP. And this was back a little bit more so in the mock draft era because the mock drafts had less people than Underdog. Underdog is hard to move when there's, 2,000 entrants in the tournament. It's hard to move something. But, with your drafts, but your movement, you're speaking about it can move, decisions. And then big groups, it grows, Like we're definitely helping make the Ibuka movement bigger. And so, therefore, outside of our drafts, we're also impacting Ibuka's ADP. But we literally, just in our mock drafts alone, we would move ADP data like 2, 3, 4 overall spots easily on a player. Easily.
Like, I know chat's going to get this to me in here, but we got a pump the brakes on Lamar. Talking about possibly being a top 10 all-time QB if he wins the Super Bowl, and I mean if he keeps doing this, fine. But like before the past 2 seasons, the 2 seasons before that, he was really disappointing. He got banged up and didn't go the right way. Like Lamar's a great quarterback right now. But you have to do so much to be a top 10 all-time QB.
Hey, I'm not even worried about what they're saying about it. Look, Lamar is a good quarterback, but he is definitely disappointed more times than I can count. Lately he's been great, but we'll see what he does. Hold on a second. I'm going to time out here. I'm going to go double QB. I'm going to take my boy Bo Nix. Got a decision to make here as to what to do with this next pick. The thing is, I'm scanning down ADP. I like Jaden Higgins a little bit here. But honestly, and let me pull the best player available over. I'm sorry, guys. I had that over there. I'm looking at this thing, and I'm not exactly in love with any of the players in this entire stretch of... And you only see, I think, 10 or whatever on the entire board of 13 that I see. I'm not enamored by it at all. So I'm more than willing to punt, running back and wide receiver again to a little bit later and grab. I'll just wait a second before I say it. I do not draft positions. People that just draft positions is wild to me. You got to take the best player available. There's so many players that see Higgins wins. Higgins would have been the only tempting player right here. I'm probably going to go with Kelsey or Ingram here. I have both quarterbacks, so I'm tempted to split it because I've got you know what? I want to go Trey Harris. I don't know that a tight end will make it back to me. One of the tight ends. I know Kelsey won't. PM wanted Harris. I like Harris.
Super chance.
Harris is solid.
I like Harris, yeah.
Which tight end do you like after the big three? I'll show you here in a second, pal. I knew that both the tight ends would go quick, though. I can't even talk about a strategy but that's okay. I don't need to cuff those guys. I'd rather just, like I said, you got to pick the best player available. You can't worry. Stacking's nice. You'll see the tight end maneuvers I make in a minute, bro. I'll talk about it in a second. You can't just draft a position, and you can't just draft a stack. Stacking is nice when it makes sense, but you got to chew gum and walk at the same time. Let's see what happened over here. Hawkinson, Coleman, Shaheed, Godwin. What's my team look like overall? I got Gibbs, Brock Bowers, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, RJ Harvey, David Montgomery, Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, Trey Harris. Tucker Kraft. I like Luther Burden. I just hate his situation. I don't know if I'm going to go Luther Burden here or should I go Hollywood or Mims?
Mims. I like Hollywood, but I think Mims might have a target right away.
I like Mims a lot.
Hollywood becomes a weapon for however long
Mims is
gone.
Yeah, Mims is a little shot at becoming the full-time guy all year. I mean, he was really good last year. He's great in the short stuff, and you know what also matters is that Nix loves him. So people can predict the pecking order all they want, but if Bo Nix wants it, Bo Nix might get it.
Not much competition for the slot. Yeah.
But I do like Hollywood. I think if I had Rice, I would have taken Hollywood without question. but I think I'm gonna. I like Trey Harris and Mims as my 3-4, to be honest. Some people might not, but I think it's pretty crafty.
On Harris. So as long as they don't sign Keenan Allen, even if they do, they may still get some work.
I'm reaching a little bit on this because there's no way he's making it back to me. You guys are absolutely taking every player I have queued. So we're gonna go a little early on blue. I hate doing that. I hate condoning the reaching. I hate it because I'll yell at some of you and then I'll do it the next selection. But there's no way he's falling. I mean, I'm watching some of you take my exact cue over and over and over. I ain't having it. I need blue on this team. Blue's taking it to the promised land. Blue's a league winner. If I got to reach a round or a round and a half, I'm doing it. Not going to screw me over. We got Chief here with the $2 hauler. Do you think ETN is going to bounce back? He could. I think the answer is nobody knows, bro. I wish we knew. I wish we knew what the plan of attack was, but no one has a clue. I think he's going to get first crack. I think anybody saying that they don't like him, he's falling out of favor, that's stupid. We don't know that. Not to mention they're not going to let us know if that were true, they wouldn't leak it. That wouldn't be out there. These are people just like the guy talking about blue being lazy. It's such a lazy take, and it's even lazier to believe it. Believing that is a ridiculous take. Yeah, they really are having a 2 or 3. Hey guys, stop talking about the Lamar thing in the chat so much. Like, you're literally just ruining the conversation in the chat. So stop. Enough of the stupid conversation about that. It's fine for a while, and I don't mind the chat moving along at a rapid pace, but you're literally souring the conversation everybody else is having on this side conversation about Lamar Jackson and Drew Brees and all that. So just stop. Enough of it. All right, that question
turning into the remember when conversation.
Yeah, remember when. Great stuff. Okay, so here's this super chat that we got by Chief a bit ago. Chief said, what are some... no, this wasn't Chief. Chief, thank you for the super chat. It was the other one, the tight end. Or was it? Who was it? It was this guy. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Some late round tight end players after the big 3. I love Isaiah Likely. This is why I decided to go with Trey Harris, because, in my opinion, Likely could be a top 5 tight end this year. And while people aren't willing to, I guess, accept that that's the case, that's all right. Let's go Grendo here. Grendo, Jaden Blue. I think we're good at RB. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although, yeah, I'm good. Let's see, by week 8. Yeah, I'm good. Dylan Sampson, nice pick. All right, next person to post to Lamar is going to timeout. Bottom line.
So if people are assuming the top 3 tight ends are Bowers, McBride, and Kittle, is Laporta definitely your 4?
Laporta definitely my 4. Put Percy in timeout. 5 minutes.
All right. Got it.
Okay, Sampson has climbed a lot. What's the comp for Trey Harris? Good question. I feel like damn. Let me put on some
big outside guy.
Let me do some live watching of this. Let's see here. Let me give you a live reaction of Trey Harris, and because sometimes I like doing this because I need to refresh my memory on just watching a style to give a comp. You know, in some ways, man, I just watch. He's such a good player. I want
3-2-10.
Yeah, I want to say like I don't want to get crazy and say something like. The problem is he's capped in a way, but he could, there's a world where he's better than Ladd McConkey, just so people know. I'm not saying necessarily right away, but he plays like, I don't want to use like players that, like you could say like he plays a lot like Jamar Chase, not saying he is Jamar Chase, but just his fluidness, the way he kind of runs his routes and he's so good across the middle of the field. It just looks very much like him. Not saying he will be him. Understand the difference. No one's saying he's going to have his career. No one's saying anything of the sort. But that's kind of like how he plays. His style is very similar. Hold on, I gotta draft here. I'll go back to watching it 1 second. I'll give you a more realistic combo of not only style but what his ceiling could be. I'll go Pat Bryant here since I've got Bo. So I got Bo Nix, Marvin Mims. I really like this team. So my team is, let me put it on screen. This is a pretty good team. Lots of upside. I feel like Taco Bell. I need Taco Bell to be a sponsor. We could do like a late Taco Bell run. We could have like Uber Eats or DoorDash like bring Taco Bell in the middle of the show. Taco Bell, if you're out there, let's do it. Let's set something up. Someday we'll get there. Right now we're probably not on their radar, but we'll get there. This is my team so far. Let me draft real quick. I got a running back stable that's phenomenal. Wide receivers looking good. Bowers and Likely, love that combination. And by the way, one reason I passed on the stacking is because I already have Bowers, right? Let's see here. Round 15. Not apologetic reaching. I don't want anybody in the top. I don't want a single player listed in the top 12 available players. All right, so I've got Thornton. I just added Thornton to the arsenal. Is he by week 12 too though? By week 8. Okay, good. By week 8. So I got Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims 12, and Trey Harris 12. So I got Hunter and Garrett Wilson and Thornton available. I might need one more wide receiver. My tight ends have different bye weeks, Bowers and Likely. I could roll with just 2 tight ends if I want. My quarterbacks have different bye weeks, Mahomes and Bo. And I've got Gibbs, Harvey, Monty, Blue, and Garendo. Very solid team. I don't think I've had a team that I've been real happy with going early tight end in a while, like I was in the early offseason, but this feels pretty good. Garrett Wilson, Hunter, Trey Harris, Gibbs, Harvey, Monty, Blue, Garendo, Mahomes, Bo Nix. Feels good. Especially doubling up on QB and kind of in my world, Likely's a bully tight end for me. I really think Likely's going to ball out. Having bully tight end and bully quarterback and still having the balance that I have is pretty good.
How do you feel about Trey Harris, like, getting to a Nico level? Do you think he can get that good? Or I know like Nico Collins is great with the wide receiver routes.
Yes.
And obviously Ladd's going to be there with him.
I think Nico could be. There's a world where he's better than Ladd. I'm not saying right away or all year, but maybe he takes over and then 2026 we're drafting him at the same territory and then one more year he's better. I mean, I'm not saying it has to happen right away. But Nico Collins, sure. And watching him play, God, he's such a good player. I really wish he would have went somewhere different, but you know, he reminds me of like God, what is the best comp for him? Like it's a combo of like Neighbors and I'm again not calling him Neighbors or Chase. Although like you don't know what you're getting out of some of these guys too. Like they could develop and mature. Look at Bucky. Bucky was no Bucky. He was good, but he wasn't
Nico
Bucky.
was a third rounder.
Yeah, Nico wasn't Nico. You know, so you never really know. All I know is the intangibles are there, and you know you watch him play. He's so aggressive. I see a Neighbors and Jamar Chase. I see a little bit of Nico's game. Let me pause it and go back to that. Now, you know, I've watched so much of that anyway, but just watching it again just excites me about Trey Harris. I've been drafting so much Trey Harris. The two players I'm drafting over and over and over and over and over and over again right now are Jaden Blue and Trey Harris. I can't stop. Pete Mitchell.
You like, someone was asking, do you like Jaden Higgins or Trey Harris? You take Harris because of
Trey Harris.
situation?
Trey Harris, way more. I like Higgins a lot, but Trey Harris is I can't stop drafting him. And just watching him right now, you know, I don't know what it is either. Like a Anquan Bolden comes to mind too. I don't know why.
Yeah.
A little bit of Anquan Bolden.
Harris runs those like intermediate short over the middle routes as well.
I'm going to say Neighbors more than Jamar. I'm going to say Neighbors, Anquan Bolden, and you know Nico. Nico's a great comp. Did you? Or were you the one that said Nico, or somebody in the chat said Nico?
No, I said Nico. I was looking for someone, you know, close to his size that ran about the same, and was trying to think of different routes these guys run.
It's a good comp. I mean, he looks so good. Trey Harris. You might even see Trey Harris hit the Moon Man list really, really soon. Got to figure out what I'm going to do to make room, though. I don't know. What is this, round 17?
Yep.
I'll go Royals.
I like the Keaton Mitchell pick. He's better than Justice Hill. I know Justice Hill has, you know, pass protection and stuff down, but remember when Keaton Mitchell first came in, they were giving him the ball. Like, I get it was before Henry, but he's gonna get some shots.
Yeah, I might even have a video soon that says that I like a lot of McConkey guys. I do, but I'm not even saying that Trey's for sure going to be better than him, but there is a scenario at play here where Ladd gets neutralized and neutered in a way that he's a ridiculous second round pick in hindsight, and that Trey Harris is just a much better draft selection.
Well, and think back to how much Herbert, even with Keenan Allen there, granted Keenan Allen was obviously way better, but how much Herbert liked Mike Williams when he was healthy. He liked throwing to a big receiver. He liked a guy that gets downfield. So, you know, Ladd isn't the end all be all.
What is Wolf apologizing for? What did you do, Wolf? Just want to say that this is the best fantasy football channel. Thank you, Roger. Roger, that means a lot. He says, just want to say this is the best fantasy football channel, and it's not really close. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Do I go? Are you comfortable with Mahomes, Bo Nix by week 10, by week 12, and comfortable with Bowers and likely by week 8 and 7 to not draft a backup at either position and to grab another receiver or running back?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can afford to do that because you don't do that often anyway. So you could afford to do that in the draft. So.
All right, I got a running back picked out. I got a wide receiver picked out.
And I don't know I don't know how to say his name, but no, we're not saying trade Ladd and Dynasty. I mean, depends on what you can get.
Well,
we're not saying sell him like crazy.
I'll say trade him in Dynasty. But
Well,
Travis is right. We haven't
trade
said
him, don't give him away.
Yeah.
I just know people panic.
We haven't said anything about that yet, so Travis is correct. But I will now say I'm very interested in selling Ladd in Dynasty because his value is so high.
Right.
Man, Jordan James. I mean, I wasn't going to take him. I was considering it, but I probably wouldn't have taken him. But that's crazy to take him that high without having the. Let's see. I like Yoshi Voss a lot. I love Ao Minor. I'm going to go with a best ball special. I'm going to go Isaac Tesla. I just kind of like drafting Tesla in best ball for some reason. Jalen Royals and Tesla, Thornton, Pat Bryant, Marvin Mims, Trey Harris. You know what? Tomorrow's going to be a Trey Harris Moon Man day. Just don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, but tomorrow prepare for Trey Harris Moon Man unveiling. You guys are here. You deserve to know ahead of time. I tell my Patreon members stuff early too, so buckle up on that. Do you think Cousins gets traded? Maybe at some point. I don't think now. I don't think anybody's interested right now. And you know what? He kind of screwed himself in a way when you really think about it. Kirk Cousins made a smart move at the time in his own head to want to wait till the dust settled on the NFL draft before he decided to commit somewhere, but it backfired on him big time because everybody consumed their quarterback rooms with draft capital players, and then all of a sudden there's no landing spots left for Kirk Cousins. He royally screwed himself by trying to play, I'm going to be picky and I'm going to wait. Wait for what? For plans of attack to reveal themselves, for people to say, I can't wait on Kirk Cousins. He's going to decide between 2 or 3 teams. I can't wait on that. Let's draft, Shuck. I'm the Browns. We can't wait on that. Let's draft 2 quarterbacks. Like, all the spots got taken. There's no one that needs a quarterback. So Cousins got
Should have went to the Colts.
He needs an injury. Anything can happen. TM42. Anything can happen. Congrats to Uncle Travis. What your
my sister had a baby.
Nice, congrats. Uncle T. Uncle Rod. Uncle Lightning Bolt. Everybody drop a lightning bolt in the baby for Uncle Travis. All right. Let's see here. Thank you for the 2 super chats, both of you. Let me just see who was in this draft. TM, what spot were you in? He was in who did he take? Who did he take? It was Rice, right? Ray Rice? Okay. Or Ray Rice. I keep saying that. Rasheed Rice. Sorry, Rasheed. Rasheed Rice. He took Genty, Drake London, Josh Allen, Rasheed Rice, Kenneth Walker, Trey Henderson was, geez. Wow. Is Trey Henderson the best value in the 6+ round range right now? Him and Debo are great. Him and Debo are the best values in the draft in the 6th round territory. I think Mahomes as well. Igbuka's getting there. I would say Trey Henderson, Debo, Mahomes, Igbuka. I don't think there's anybody even remotely close in that late 5, 6, 7 round territory. I mean, Trey Henderson in the middle of the 6th round is crazy. It's filthy. It's insane. You have Ted McMillan going in round 4. What's Trey Harris going in the middle of 6 when Ted can go in round 4 sometimes the 3-4 turn? What are you doing back there? Isn't that crazy? Don't you think, Travis? I know you think so. You're a Pat fan.
Yeah, for sure. Crazy that he's sitting there in 6 still. Yeah, him and Debo. I mean, with the upside of both of them.
crazy, man. Trey Henderson, unbelievable value. Anybody else want to call in before we call it a short show? Rock out, you're live.
Nope.
What's up?
Can I give you the Super Bowl team?
Sure, hit me with it.
Bo Nix, Penix, Rogers, Tyron Williams, Hubbard, Pacheco, Blue, Sampson, Rashard Smith, wide receiver Chase, Sutton, Reed, Coleman, Kyle Williams, Pat Bryant, tight end McBride, move Fannin.
Attaboy. I like it. Rock out. And then I don't think I reviewed my team here. I mean, I showed it throughout the draft, but we're in the 4th spot. Gibbs, Bowers, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, RJ Harvey, David Montgomery, Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, Trey Harris, Marvin Mims. Whoa. Marvin Mims, and then where were we at? Marvin Mims. Okay. Marvin Mims, Jaden Blue, Isaiah Likely, Garendo, Pat Bryant, Dante Thornton, Keaton Mitchell, Jalen Royals, and Tesla. I like it a lot. It's a really good team. I think it's a good squad. I'm drafting so much Jaden Blue, Trey Harris, Mahomes and Debo in that territory there, and Garendo. What else is up? Rock out anything else? Anything else, Rock out?
For some reason, people been hating on Bucky and like, oh, I wouldn't take him until the 3rd.
Good for them.
Yeah, in the 3rd. Where do you find those drafts, bro? Where do you find those drafts? All right, hold on. We're gonna play a shot here. I got playing against.
It'd be like some random stuff, and then it'd be stuff on like feeds that I'm not even searching for. They'll be on the feeds.
Let's get lucky here. Ah, damn it! I got shot back. You guys ever play? You ever play Game Pigeon? Damn it! I'm gonna play.
It's been a while since I did play that game.
I can't play like this while I'm holding it up. I'm missing shots like crazy. Jeez, man. I'm really good at this, but not at this, holding at this level. Jeez.
You ever play the pinball?
On this one, I don't think they have pinball. In Game Pigeon?
Yeah.
That was a weak, man. I gotta learn to shoot better. Let's send another one. Hold on, I'm playing with this is in my group chat. Let's go a 3. Let's go a 3-er. Love Game Pigeon. Taco Bell. I'm getting some Taco Bell TM. Don't worry about it. I'm doing that. We're gonna get the nacho fries, which are unbelievable. If anybody hasn't had the nacho fries, do that live.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm going to watch Mayor of Kingstown. I'm through the first 14 minutes. Exactly, I think, where I quit last time, and I had to pause it, but I'm not going to quit. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to try and power through 2 or 3 episodes, and then I'll let you guys know.
Hey, you go to the Subway and get...
What, Travis?
Okay, what? No.
You go to Subway to get the Happy Gilmore meal?
No.
Yep.
Not a big Subway guy.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, anybody else?
Not sleep tonight. Scott's not worried about ETN's going to the Cowboys in Scott's world, and Miles Sanders is running with the first team. And I feel for you, Scott.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
It must be so hard to be that scared. Imagine if Miles Sanders is running with the first team, they're going to have to find somebody. Or Scott, I have a alert for you. sometimes it takes rookies getting into pads before they'll actually move them to the top of the pecking order. Sometimes, Scott, they don't hand it to you in shorts. They just don't. Scott, I don't know how scared you are right now, but they don't say, "Hey, you in the shorts." You guys couldn't hear me whistle, did you? Hold on, let me. You guys,
I actually heard it. I heard it.
Oh, did you? So if I do it just right, it can come through. But let me turn on the other mic. Hey, you in the shorts? Come over here. You're gonna start for this club. I know we haven't seen you in pads. You barely put your helmet on, but we're gonna have you start. A bucket of chicken at 2 a.m. No, I'm gonna go get Taco Bell, like I said. All right, anything else, boys? Don't forget, in the morning, this video drops, and then you might see that Moon Man video as well. This video drops. Actually, I might do the Moon Man video live as we hype up everybody and do a hype up session. I feel like a Moon Man reveal can't just be me doing a video upload, because then I'm by myself and I'm like, "You ready to go?" There's nobody there. So I think we got to do the hype up session with the Moon Man unveiling. Get to my Patreon. This video drops at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 4:30 a.m. Pacific time. 5 running back sleeping giants that you must own. We've talked about them before, but we need to hammer it home again. Appreciate everybody here. My game pigeon boys aren't playing, so I don't know. Probably asleep. What is it? 11. All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Nope.
You heard about Jerry calling out his players for being injured?
Yeah, I might have another video tomorrow. We might have 2 videos drop. Well, three. So this one drops at 7:30. The running back video. The next video might be the Dallas Cowboys situation, just because there's multiple things to talk about. Let me merge this call real quick. There's multiple things. 571, hang tight real quickly. Let me just mute yourself if you could real quickly. Dallas, there's multiple things to talk about. There's the QB situation, and Jerry kind of shat all over that. He just took a big dump all over that, and then he's crapping on everything else. But from Parsons to anything. And then the next video will be the wide receiver Moon Man edition. So we might have videos on all of these tomorrow. So get ready for that. But yeah, Jerry being Jerry. Jerry, for those that don't know, Jerry just started talking about Parsons and kind of like ripping on that situation. Then he's ripping on Dak. Hey, Dak's taking strays in this conversation, and we're just going to talk about what people should be prepared for at some point in Dallas. And it starts with an M, ends with an N, and rhymes with Tilton. Go ahead, whoever the phone caller is. You're live.
Yo, what's up, Smitty?
What's up?
I was wondering, okay, I'm in a double flex league, right? Sleeper, I'm in a double flex league, and I have the 1.11. I'm thinking, and my league is QB heavy, so like in the 3rd round, like, the top 4 QBs are usually gone by then. So should I double up on RBs in the first 2 rounds? Or?
Bro, there's nothing that I can. You got to give me names. I'm not going to tell you to draft.
Okay, I got you. Perfect. Okay, that's perfect. So in the 1.11, right? Receivers are BTJ, Nico, Drake London. The running backs are 18, Gianti.
Okay, hold on. Let me start with the RBs.
Okay,
Achan.
Yep, 18, Gianti.
Who?
Bucky. Ashton Genti, I'm sorry. Ashton Genti. And then Bucky Irving. And then Derrick Henry.
Okay, so Chane, Giante, and Bouquet.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Yep.
who are the wide receivers?
What was I saying? BTJ, Nico Collins, and then Drake London.
Okay,
So that's the big.
So
six. Like, that's the big six.
Lunden, Nyko, and then
Yeah.
Bittage
Yeah.
and Bittage. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you want to know what to do with these back-to-backs, roughly.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
it just comes down to like there's a lot of things that you could, a lot of ways you could attack this. I think the number one overall player to me is probably going to be Genty. The number two overall player to me is probably going to be part of me wants to know, can you get wide receiver late?
Definitely, most definitely. I love Debo. I love Jerry Jeudy. Hunter.
My inclination is to go running back to take Genty and Achane, or Genty and Bucky, or Bucky and Achane, depending on the balls. I'd probably rank them in the order of Genty, Achane, Bucky, but you could very easily convince me to at the moment, spur of the moment, take London with one of those guys. I love London and Genty drafts. I really do. They're fantastic. But at the end of the day, giving me Genty and Achane or Genty and Bucky feels like gold. And then if I can get if I can get Rice in round 4 and another wide receiver in 3, I feel like I'm taking candy from a baby.
Right. Because I love Gunnan as well, but bro, the double RB this year feels great. Like, I want the double RB powerhouse, and I want to get the receivers in the 3rd round, 4th round, Marvin Harrison, Terry, Rashee Rice. Like, I want those receivers on my team. So
yeah. But you're not wrong going Lunden and Deontay. You're not wrong.
So that's right. That's another alternative. I got you.
It's fine, bro. I mean,
also,
great. And BTJ, like let's give BTJ the credit he deserves. I just think that you've got changing situation. T-Law you're leaning on. Is Liam Cohen going to be able to take that big step forward and be not only OC, mastermind, architect, but also head coach? You've got Hunter taking away from him. There's a lot of things. And then London, we have 0 red flags. We have only situation getting better or amazingly staying the same. Nothing's negative at all. So I just, even though people might say, oh, you got to take BG, like that's the easy, trendy thing to say. That's the safe call. That's the cookie cutter thing. Doesn't mean I don't love him. Love Nico too. But these situations are a little bit more, just a little bit more shaky than London's. London's like sitting on a pot of gold. London gold is what we call it.
Right. I got you.
Lundon.
I was in your Instagram live, and then I asked you should I go Drake London? And you said, of course, absolutely. That's I was in. I don't know if you remember me, but you was like, oh yeah, I told you that you want me in my league, and you told everybody that Saquon was going to be the smash pick, and you think that's going to be this year's Saquon, Drake London. You said Drake London was going to be this year's Saquon.
I said this where?
I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, in Instagram live yesterday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember saying it. I'm like, where did I say that? I went on Instagram live and I said that. Yeah. I was screaming and yelling at everybody. You're the person. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what he asked was, who's the next or no? I don't know how we got on the topic, but whatever. I said that London would be, in a sense, the next Saquon. In that you have Saquon handcuffed to this bad situation. You don't know what his ceiling value is because you've never seen him sniff glory. He's been sitting in a pile of trash, and he comes over and what do we say? Mars man, 2nd round player, league winner. Barkley's a league winner. London is scratching the surface as a top 5 wide receiver. Imagine what he'll do now. That's all I'm saying. It's a very comparable thing to the Barkley situation.
Got you.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be so you would say in the double flex in my league is usually QB heavy. My league likes to go QB in the early 3rd round.
It's one QB. One QB though.
Yeah. One QB.
Okay, then let him do it and see if Mahomes or Knicks falls. Knicks is gonna probably fall, but. My ideal scenario for you, I wouldn't fall victim to that early quarterback stuff. Let a player fall to you that shouldn't. And this kind of makes me unsure what to tell you to wait on wide receiver, wait on running back. I don't think it'll matter, but these would be ideal scenarios. Genty, London, Lundon, and
Yep.
Kyrane.
You said what?
Kyrane.
I didn't hear the
Kyrane.
Kyron.
Giante, London, and Kyren. So
I wish he would fall. I wish Kyron would fall to me, but my league is really heavy on Kyron and Williams.
Yeah, but are they heavy on Kyron, or are they heavy on taking quarterbacks in round 3? Because something's gonna happen for you in round 3 that's gonna be glorious.
I think out of all the round 3 players, if it's not a quarterback, it's definitely gonna be Kyron Williams. Like in my league, especially because they've been talking about him all season. So I would probably in round 3, Marvin Harrison for sure. Brees Hall, just leaving on Brees Hall too.
I don't know how all these things are gonna happen though. You know, if you're gonna have early quarterbacks fly off the board, you're gonna have potentially Reese. Reese's gonna fall in the 4th round.
I want Rashid. I want Reese Rice, man. I want Reese Rice.
This guy speaks this language. He literally speaks this language. I can tell. What about taking Blue A? Where are you gonna take Blue A?
See, I don't understand that name, but I think you're referring to Jaden Blue.
No, you do. Yeah, you do understand. You do understand.
Okay, yeah, I understand the language.
But I think you could get a late Neeks in the draft for sure.
Right.
I think these guys might reach on QBs, but Neeks will be there.
All right, yeah. I think that's
Ba Neeks will be there. All right, later, bro. Appreciate you.
all right.
We should do a whole show where I don't explain it. I just come out and I start swinging the blockades all over the place, and just do the entire show straight face. Upload it, see what happens. I think I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Jonathan says the color is a great sport. He sure is. What, Travis?
I like the Lundon.
Yeah, Lundon. Lundon or Lundon, I don't know which one. Lundon. The what I say blue was? Blue hay? Blue hay.
French.
Blue hay. Thank you. Is it wasted? Was that you wasted? Why I'm wasted. Thank you for there's people that say like Bajan and Giante and I don't know.
Yeah, there's some good ones. All
right, rock out. Any final thoughts, my boy?
No, I'm good. I'll catch you later.
All right, let it rock out.
Cool.
Travis, anything else?
Nope. Thanks, Smitty. Talk to you later.
See you guys tomorrow. Lot going down tomorrow, so you guys will be excited about what we got going on. Thank you to my super chatters. Thank you, Sam Lopezi, for the super chat. Thank you, Matt Mate Glur. Thank you, McKay 49. McKay 49. Appreciate you. You got Mate. Thank you for yours. And then, like I said, Sam Lopezi. Thank you, Sam Lopezi. I don't know what we're gonna do with that one. I don't know what we're gonna do with this one. I don't know. I'll see you all later. Thank you for the super chats. Deuce, keep it loose, keep it liquid, keep it ever flowing, and get on over to the Patreon. And I'll be over there right now, and I'm going to type a message right now on my Patreon and say, yo, any post-grave Yarday show topics, hit me with it. Boom. There, I just posted on... Oh, I did that in the Dynasty. Dang it, let me delete that. Wrong chat. Let me go to General. There you go. Yo, any post graveyard show topics. Boom. See what everybody says. It's a 24/7 live chat group, guys. There's nothing better. just hanging out with everybody. It's phenomenal. Links in the description. It's in every video. So if you later on decide you want to do this, just go to any video, hit the description, and you'll see it. Off to Taco Bell. Live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, live whenever big news breaks. And live at midnight Eastern nearly every single night. So many different shows. And tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., there will be an upload video. As I mentioned right here, make sure you get on over to the channel at 7:30 a.m. Eastern for the sleeper video. Okay? Make sure you're here. I got the super chat from Rhino who said, Bye Jean running back 1, do it live. Appreciate you, Rhino, with the $2 hauler, my boy. Thank you very much. Rhino to the moon. Thank you, all of you, for the super chats. You guys rock. See you later. Appreciate you.
Hi, my name is B. John Robinson. I like long walks on the beach. And, well, I also like scoring touchdowns.